Lockdown 2.0 has begun. What will become of you? That is the question. Will you take up a new skill? Will you bake? Will you start a new business? Will you Netflix all day, Zoom call all day, spend hours online shopping? Will you end up buying crazy looking jumpers that everybody thinks are ugly and disgusting? Whatever you decide to do, guys, I'm here to make sure that you are doing it looking fabulous and coordinated with some of the most popular brands right now. I asked you guys on Instagram, what are some of the brands that you really want to try but haven't yet for whatever reason you've been hesitant. Now more than ever, loungewear is trending hardcore and we're seeing so many brands, brand new brands, old school brands bringing out coordinated loungewear sets. Now personally, I love a coordinated set. Up until lockdown, I actually found it really difficult to get 90s style matching sets, you know, oversized sweatshirts, oversized joggers. All of a sudden we have this surge because of lockdowns, obviously, of really comfortable loungewear. Pretty much every brand is doing it now. So I asked you guys on Instagram, what are some of the brands that you have never tried before but they have caught your eye? Because I will order some of their clothes and I will try it for you. So let's start off with our first brand, Never Fully Dressed. And I've seen this brand for a while all over Instagram. They have caught my eye, but the reason I personally have never shopped there is because I just felt like I just didn't really relate to the advertising I was seeing. But they've recently brought out some loungewear sets and I've actually had my eye on this art kind of set for a while. I went and got size UK 10 and it fits perfectly. In fact, I could have got an 8, but then they'd be quite tight. I thought the sizing would be really small, but it's actually quite fair sizing, I think. You guys know I love colours and prints. I think £79 for the top and £79 for the trousers. I tend to avoid knitted a lot of the time just because sometimes it can get quite bulky, but this set I don't think is too bulky. I don't know if it's one of those things where you just imagine yourself looking great, but then you film yourself in the outfit and it's just not what you had in mind. But all in all, I'd say the quality is excellent. It's a gorgeous set, really. It's not an itchy kind of knitwear thing. Very comfortable, stretchy. Size 10 bottoms, but size 16 jumper, by the way. Obviously, you guys know I like oversized, but to me, that jumper, even as a size 16, isn't really oversized enough, but I mean, it works. It does look like it matches the size 10 trousers if it was like an oversized set, but I think the jumper's not supposed to be very oversized anyway. You could completely lounge about in it all day, but then if you did want to smarten up for a Zoom meeting or something, you could very easily make sure your hair's done, put on some nice earrings, and you just look quite presentable. Next up, I've got a brand that I'm really excited to try, and it's Ivy Park Adidas, Beyonce Adidas. First thing I'll show you is the socks. I love these sort of sports looking socks to wear over my leggings and trainers when I'm working out, so love the socks. We've got this colour combo, the green ones, which I'm loving. And then I ordered a pair of leggings and a sweatshirt. Let's talk about the leggings first. Bright green. I got these in a size oh, really? Okay, so a size USA medium, but it's actually a UK 14 it says on here. Look how tiny they are. Now, obviously we know these kind of leggings stretch to the moon and back, and they really do. On the back also they say Ivy Park on the waistband, contrast panels on the side. They were difficult to get on, but once they were on, I really was sucked all the way in and I felt fantastic in them, and I would be completely confident wearing these to the gym. In fact, they're probably one of the best support leggings I've tried, and I've tried a lot of leggings. My top before was actually Gymshark, but these are actually beating Gymshark for me in terms of the ness of them and the fit. They're just so comfortable, so completely worth it for me. They're obviously supportive enough to do a proper good workout in, like an actual workout, but they're also comfortable enough to really lounge about in the house. Sometimes when you wear loungewear all day, it does make you feel a little bit, you know, not put together, or it just doesn't make you feel as good as, for example, if you put a pair of jeans in that held you in. Suddenly then you feel ready for the day, or you feel like you could be productive, you know. Let's talk about the sweatshirt. Not everyone's cup of tea, but personally, you know me, definitely my cup of tea and coffee and all of the hard drinks. First of all, I love anything that looks like a layered effect. So this got a V-neck and then a high neck, so it gives the vibe that you're wearing a V-neck with like a high neck underneath. I love that. My own brand, Dina Torquilla, plays a lot with that kind of styling and design. I love the sporty vibe. It reminds me of like old school rugby oversized men's rugby kind of jumpers that I used to buy and wear. This is actually in a size UK 14, so it's huge on me, but I can tell that if I got a 12 or a 10 it would still be big and oversized. I love it. It's probably my favorite thing that I bought actually for this haul. Next up we have a brand that I am very much in love with. I've been shopping here for years, and that is COS. COS is one of those brands that completely caters to the modest fashion market without really shouting about it, and it's probably not intentional, but it's basically always been about oversized fits, boxy cuts, straight lines and that kind of thing. Sorry, I've got a very itchy arm. Because with COS, anything I've ever bought from COS, I've never got rid of. I have everything that I own from COS for years and years. Basically what I'm saying is the quality is fabulous and it lasts forever. The older you get, the more you realize how much better it is to invest in pieces that are of a higher value, because they really do last. So here's the hoodie. It's in this gorgeous sort of petrol blue. Cotton. Basically, if you are looking for oversized hoodies and for whatever reason you can't find them in the women's section, if you want to shop menswear hoodies, my best tip for you is to shop for a raglan sleeve. A raglan sleeve is this, where the shoulder seam is basically just before the shoulder, so it would sit here rather than on the shoulder or after the shoulder. It drops and droops and drapes, drops, droops and drapes much more naturally on your shoulder, so then the hoodie is not too bulky up here if that's the look you're going for. So that's my kind of tip if you are shopping menswear hoodies. Either a raglan sleeve, which is before the shoulder, or a drop shoulder sleeve, which would be the seam dropping past the shoulder, so the seam would be here. On the shoulder I tend to steer away from, even if it's a women's wear hoodie or sweatshirt, unless I'm wanting to go for something that's a very boxy shoulder fit. Got the hoodie in a size medium. COS sizes are also very generous. I also ordered these matching culottes, sweatpants culottes kind of things. Now the only thing I would say about these is the crotch is a drop crotch, so it's very low down, which for some people is a little bit awkward or looks a bit weird, but personally I love that look and I think it's very comfortable. And also it's got pockets, so that's always handy. Culottes are a size small. So I could have gone for an extra small really, because they're quite big. Not sure if you can tell guys, but I'm incredibly passionate about hoodies and sweatshirts. Next up we have Adidas, or Adidas, whatever you'd like to say. I know we've already done Ivy Park and Adidas, but this is just Adidas itself. And the reason I included this in the haul is because personally, whenever I have gone shopping for loungewear or coordinated tracksuits and sets, it is the big brands like Nike, Adidas, Reebok, all the big sports brands that have never had this kind of thing until now. And that's got me quite excited, because I've always sort of taken inspiration from the 90s era, and I've always found it difficult to find that kind of thing unless it was in a vintage shop. So I'd always be on a hunt either in TK Maxx or like in a vintage store looking for these kind of branded oversized sweatshirts or windbreakers and, you know, that kind of thing. So the fact that it's actually a branded one and it's brand new makes me very excited, and the fact that brands are bringing out oversized and it's actually oversized, you don't actually have to just size up to make it oversized, is a big deal. So for example, this sweatshirt is a size 10 and it's huge and I'm absolutely in love. It's the kind of thing that I will never ever get rid of, and Hannah will be wearing it when she's 17 and she'll be calling it vintage, you know. Same with the joggers. First of all, the color is gorgeous. It's that kind of deep dusted pink. The joggers I got in a size 10 as well, by the way. Now, unlike other kind of 90s style joggers, these are actually, I think, a lot more flattering, and it's because they've got the pockets at the front rather than on the side, so it doesn't give you extra width, if you know what I mean. So that's another good tip if you're shopping menswear. These are not menswear though. Obviously going to be wearing that sweatshirt with jeans or anything all year round as well, because it's got that pink colour. I would completely rock that in spring. UK summer as well, because we know what UK summer's like. Okay, next up is a brand from ASOS called Collusion. I had this request a lot for me to try the brand Collusion. Collusion is a unisex brand. These joggers are a gorgeous colour. This gorgeous mint green. This is kind of the logo for Collusion. A much thinner cotton mix, so they make the joggers much flimsier on you. So it depends what kind of fit you want, but I much prefer like the Adidas ones beforehand, which have a little bit more sturdiness, if that makes any sense, because then they keep their shape a lot better. I got these in a size medium. I just thought, let's do a coordinated set that's more tonal rather than exactly matching. I found this ASOS Design, not Collusion, turtleneck jumper. This green is stunning, and I just think the two greens together are lovely, but I'm not sure how flattering the fit of both of these are together. The jumper I'm loving, maybe with a pair of boyfriend jeans and like cowboy boots or something. It's got a fleecy kind of feel to it, so I can tell it's going to be very warm. The turtleneck is obviously handy, what with face coverings and face masks nowadays. If you've got your mask, you could literally just roll this up. You guys actually asked me to try Skims, Kim Kardashian's brand, and I actually went on and I had a basket ready and I was about to order it, and then I got to the checkout and it said £90 for shipping. And I just thought, is it worth it? I'm probably never going to wear this. I'm literally just going to be using it for a video. But then I realised it was $90, sorry, not pounds. It was $90 including taxes. So that was for shipping and taxes. So then I realised it probably was about right. So then I went back and tried to reorder my basket, but it had all gone out of stock. So Skims is very, very hard to get hold of. I couldn't get any for you guys, but the idea with this Collusion outfit that I've just showed you is to kind of remake your own, those kind of nude colours, those earthy tones. This kind of alternative, I guess, if you're more of a modest dresser like me or you love oversized clothes, this is more realistic for you. Now finally, I tried this other jumper from Collusion, which is in a size large, and it is quite big. It's that same kind of fabric as the joggers again, where it kind of hangs on me. It's a lot more drapey and a lot more flimsy, which I do like, but I much prefer the jumpers and hoodies that are much more, you know, sturdy, if that makes any sense. I did like the kind of half zip of this because that's very in right now. This is the kind of thing that I would wear and I'd really have to style it out for it to look great, I think. Collusion is a great brand, but there's such a big difference when, you know, got a COS outfit and then I get the Collusion one. You can really just feel the difference. And it's not just with the fabrics, because Collusion has great fabrics as well, but it's with the design. I feel like COS and, for example, Ivy Park have really taken a lot of time in understanding the structure of the clothes and how they will fit on different types of bodies. COS in particular is a lot more timeless. I hope I covered some of the brands that you did request. I'm sorry I couldn't get a hold of Skims, but at the end of the day, it wasn't really my style anyway. Everything that I picked from your suggestions were brands that I personally really wanted to test out. Anyway, you okay, Mika Moo? You want to come say hello? Come and say hello. Did you eat food? Did you eat food?
Nope.
You did? Was it tasty?
Nope. It's like this.
What's that? That's my memory card.
It's full cut.
That's right. Are you full up? Oh no, no, that's gonna make it very smudgy.
Hi.
Yeah. Mika, come here. I hope you guys are getting through lockdown much easier than the first lockdown, and hopefully it won't be for long. Let me know what you'd like to see in next week's video. I do have some videos in mind, some styling videos, but it's always good to know what you guys want to see because I have been making notes and planning ahead, so that's good from my side, hopefully. I will see you next week. Till next time.